let's just say that I'm not an intern. Let's just say that I'm at a point in my life where, just like you guys, writing has been there, and you kind of take these cues from what's been going on in your life, and you want to really do that for a living. What would be the best options for someone like myself, or just possibly anyone in this audience, that it's there, you want to do it? Where do you go? Do you stay in New York? Do you talk to the different networks here? Do you talk to different, people here? Or do I just pack up everything and go to LA?
Are you a writer?
Currently, not necessarily.
But are you writing?
I am writing.
Then
My
you're a
mother
writer.
always told me that if you're not making money off of it, it's a hobby.
That's bullshit.
If you're doing it.
That's bullshit. If you're writing, you're a writer. Then don't let that dictate. If you have a burning desire to write, if I don't write for a few days, I get cranky.
Yeah.
I literally get cranky. So if you have that thing in you that you need to do that, write, get really good at it, hone your craft, just write. Study people, movies, TV, read books, anything that you're inspired by, just get filled with stuff. Write every day if you can, even if it's for half an hour. I mean, we're all busy, I get it, blah, 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 but sometimes I get up at 5:30 and I write for an hour. Or I close my office door when I have an hour between meetings, and I'm like, everyone knows not to come in, because I'm like, I am going to just take a minute here, because it's not, do it. Just get really good at it, and then when you feel like you have something to offer, then start to put the feelers out. I mean, like anybody else does, it's, even if you, by the way, I think none of us have touched on this, but it's really important. The assistants to agents are really, really, really key. They're the gatekeepers. Be nice to them, A, because you should, just because you should be nice to people, but B, they're the gatekeepers. They will read stuff that their bosses won't read, and if they like it, they'll put it on their desk and say, well, you should maybe do that. So I would start networking with assistants, even if that feels like a more tangible way. And they're looking, they want to impress their bosses, so they're looking for some undiscovered, untapped writers often too. I've heard that happen quite a few times. So I'd say don't move to LA until you have to.
Okay. I mean, I love New York, so that's good.
Yeah, I did it. I would recommend it unless you have to. New York's pretty fun. Inspiring, yeah.
For artists.
Yeah. I don't know, that'd be my advice. Write.
Thanks.
Then when you really feel proud of this thing, go out there and kick ass.
Cool.
But make sure you're ready.
I am. It's just like I said, I've been hearing a lot about just what the students should do, what the interns should do, but I just turned 35. I teach for a living, and I actually teach video production and actual screenwriting. So I'm at a point where I'm telling my students what to do. I'm like, I should be doing that instead. So I understand what you're saying. I guess what I'm asking is the direction, like in terms of, talking to assistants or talking to whoever. I just need to know which would be the best coach in this case. Should I go for more, broadcast, or is that something that anyone in my level should do? I mean, I guess what I'm saying is not everyone I know who writes hasn't been formally educated. It's something that, especially me, I've been doing since I was 8. So I haven't gone the degree route. I went to school for something different. So how does that factor into being successful in this business?
I think if you have a good script, you have a good script.
You should just write what you know. Don't try and do something for broadcast if that's not your sensibility. Or whatever. Like use your experiences to to formulate your ideas and just go with it.
Thank you.